All the worries about money and inflation and the future can cause investors to feel what's called financial insecurity. Not knowing how to respond to that can impact many areas of your life too. It goes well beyond finances. Here with some helpful tips today to help manage your finances and maybe your emotions as well is business and money expert Derrick Kinney with us once again. Hey Derrick, good to see you.
Hi, Jason. Good to be with you.
Thank you. Now, when you say financial insecurity here, I guess a lot of people can have their own definitions for what that could mean. What do you mean when you say it?
Well, it affects everybody in different ways. You might feel like you're the wealthiest person or be perceived that way, or you're the person who struggles the most financially. The bottom line is there's times in our lives where we question and doubt and worry, how truly financially secure are we? Do we begin to worry about inflation and can we put food on the table for our family? Do we have enough for retirement? And all of that can sort of spiral out of control if you don't take some steps to address it, understand it, and move forward from it.
Yeah, that's a great point too. And I always say that no matter how much money you have, it seems like you never think that you have enough. So what is the first step that you say people should take if they feel that, that sense of financial insecurity creeping in?
Well, the first thing is to take that deep breath. But once you do that, you want to sit down with someone you love, your partner, and talk through. Let's write down a report card of where do we stand right now financially, because the numbers don't lie. And this will tell you, are you making this up? Are you going to this worst case scenario without any basis at all? Or are you truly in a financial pickle? That report card, you write down your assets, your liabilities, what you owe, your income, and it's going to give you a sense of perspective on here's our X-ray today, where we stand, and what might be some steps going forward to improve ourselves financially and reduce down that financial stress and anxiety.
I like that, talking about it as sort of an X-ray, a snapshot in time there. I would imagine that for some people, Derrick, that might actually help to reduce their stress a little bit, to put everything on paper and to see, where the liabilities are, where the income is. I could see how for some other people, how that might increase the stress that they're feeling, their financial insecurity. When it comes to money, what do you do to start to reduce that stress after you sort of get past that good deep breath and start to put things down on paper?
Once it's on paper, now you want to write down 3 action steps that you could take to reduce your financial anxiety or your insecurity. So one might be, I want to take some of the risk out of some of my investments. Perhaps I'm having trouble sleeping. I'm worried about the roller coaster volatility of the market. And so that may be, let's take some risk off the table, step 1. Step 2 might be, am I making the money I want, or do I feel tight financially? Maybe that means I start a side hustle or get a part-time job to give me some breathing room, and also just get on the same page with your partner or the person you love the most about your goals, and make sure that you have something to look forward to every year, and review that every quarter to monitor your progress. When you do those things, now you have a plan which can dramatically reduce down the stress you were feeling.
I think that as with so many things in life, though, that people internalize a lot of this stuff too, Derrick, and they feel all of this financial insecurity. They have all of this stress related to money, and they don't really talk about it maybe with someone else. I know that you're a big advocate of, kind of going over these situations with an outsider who has the ability to help out in a situation like this. What do you recommend for people there, outside of, sitting there and trying to, rework the equation over and over again by yourself and not really getting anywhere?
Well, wine and candy only get you so far, Jason. You've got to deal with reality here at some point. And you want to talk with a financial advisor who is objective and isn't in the forest where you are and can pull you back to see the trees. And it could be an hourly financial advisor, a fee-based. It could be someone that you know or is referred to you. But meet with someone to let them walk through and give you an objective, unbiased, unemotional perspective on your situation, because it can do one of 2 things: either validate, hey, actually we are okay, and it was just my own anxiety, or you know what, maybe you really are in trouble, but now there's a reason you're in trouble, and you can craft a game plan to get yourself out of it. So that outside opinion can be extremely valuable.
Yeah, sometimes when you try fixing it yourself, you know, you got yourself into the mess in some cases, and then you start throwing bad decisions at bad decisions, and, you know, it just gets to be a bigger problem. Derrick Kinney, the author of Good Framework. Thanks again for making us smarter. Good Money Framework, I should say. Thanks for making us smarter again on financial issues today. I think a lot of people deal with this.
Hope that helped a lot of people. Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, Derrick.